So this week we will be working on a paper to really start the final project off with a bang and make sure that we are all talking really knowledgeably about stocks and about the financial information we're reading about in Connect. So the first thing we have to do, most of you had picked a sector, but I'm just going to show you the whole thing just so you have what I have. Here I just typed in different sectors in the stock market or the US stock market. You can look at these, and these are all the different sectors that you can choose from. A sector is just a category, so pick any kind of category that you might be interested in. If it doesn't fall into these, that's fine. What I want is for you to find 4 companies to analyze that are all within the same type of category. So if it's restaurants, pick 4 restaurants. If it's banks, pick 4 banks. If it's department stores, pick 4 department stores. Your job in this assignment is to analyze one sector, specifically 4 companies, and then give your recommendation on whether or not we should buy or sell them based on the stuff you're learning in finance. So I'm going to pick financial sector just because it's something that I could easily show you how to start piecing together your final project and the paper that's due this week. So the first company that I'm going to look at, I know Goldman Sachs is in the financial sector. And I know that starting with Google Finance is an easy place for you guys to get the information that you need. And what we can start to do is, here's Goldman Sachs for the day. Here's Goldman Sachs over the last 6 months. Here's Goldman Sachs over the last 5 years. All of this is important to you. Once we click on Goldman Sachs and we go to Google Finance, this is where you get a wealth of information. One of the things that you're going to want to look at is news. Here's all the news on Goldman Sachs. What we are looking for is, do we want to buy it or sell it? What you're going to find as you go through all of this stuff is that there is an overwhelming amount of information from Wall Street about all of your stocks. Lots of analysis, lots of things to understand. You can look at how to compare. Here's all the stocks that you might want to compare with Goldman Sachs. So if you're doing 4 in the financial sector, 1, 2, 3, 4, here you go. You can start with these and find out if you should buy Goldman Sachs or one of these other organizations. So if I wanted to do the financial sector, I would pick Goldman Sachs and 3 more banks and try to understand them a little bit better. When you click on financials, this is where you'll get all the information you need to look at their quarterly and annual financial statements. All of these things are going to start to make more and more sense to you. And what I want is, as we're doing our stock picks week to week in this course, I want us to be continually looking back to the financials. Did I make these choices based on financial information? That's going to be the most important thing. And here, just a snapshot of Goldman Sachs, you can see revenue is up 20%, income is up 40% year over year, earnings per share is up 51%. Like, this stock is on fire. I want you to be able to tell me why. Once we've done that, if you didn't get good ones, you could type in major competitors of Goldman Sachs or major competitors of Home Depot or major companies that sell makeup if you're Shanice. Then you can type in stock advice. You can even type in stock advise and get the right answer. Stock advice on the symbol GS, Goldman Sachs. And here are a plethora of things that will give you good information. I like Yahoo Finance, I like the Motley Fool, I like The Street, and MarketWatch is our friend because we go there every week. If you start to just read what they have to say, you're going to get a good amount of information about if you should buy Goldman Sachs or not. Do you want to cite these in your paper? Absolutely. This is all about reading what Wall Street has to say about stocks, comparing it with your own analysis of the financials, and then telling me what you think, because you're in finance class and it's your responsibility to learn how to be a good steward of this kind of money because God has you in this course for a reason. And then if you're looking at the sector overall, should I buy financial stocks is all I type into Google. And here's why you should avoid this bank stock, why bank stocks are set to double, the pros and cons in investing in bank stocks. All things that if you scan over, you will start to speak this financial language and learn a little bit more. So if we go into Connect and we say that this paper is 3 to 5 pages, and what we're looking for in the 3 to 5 pages is what sector did you pick, which companies are you going to analyze, and then you're going to show me in those 3 to 5 pages that you'll be able to analyze them and tell me what companies you're evaluating, what Wall Street has to say about them, and what do their financials look like. Most of you know me that I'm simple enough where if you start to copy and paste key financial data into your paper, I'm going to eat it up and I'm going to understand why you chose what you do and why you're making the decisions that you do. You don't have to be right. Nobody knows how to be right in this, or we would all be millionaires. It's just important to start to learn how to tell a financial story by reading what experts say and then doing your own research. I hope that helps. Let me know if there's anything else that you need from me. I appreciate you guys and hope that this is a powerful activity for you.